What's up? I appreciate everybody watching today, and thanks to my subscribers for hanging around. This Mandela effect is really kicking into high gear, seems like. And here's one that just came up on the sidebar whenever I pulled this video up, the Fruit Loops thing. Supposedly people are saying the name of the cereal has changed. It used to be FROOT Loops, and now it's FRUIT Loops. I'm not sure about that one, to be honest with you, but that's another one that's being mentioned. But here's one with the Bible, okay? And I'm not a Bible scholar. I didn't even start looking at that book until about 2011, whenever I started finally waking up. And it wasn't even until 2013 that I actually really started believing in God and all this kind of stuff. So, and the whole spiritual battle and what have you. I didn't even know anything about it till about then. So I'm not a Bible expert in any way, shape, or form, but I really do. I believe it. Because when I started waking up, I started looking at it and I started reading things, and man, I'm convinced it's lion and the lamb and not the wolf and the lamb, because now supposedly the verse says the wolf lies with the lamb instead of the lion lies with the lamb. And that to me, but like I said, I am not an expert. Not even close to it. But here's one that I want to show you that was uploaded on May 17th, 2016, that seems to be some pretty good proof of it being changed, the Bible being changed here, these verses. I'm going to put it below. All right, so this guy, this older gentleman, he pulls out a Bible, a King James Bible he says, and he shows you the day it's a family Bible. I mean, and it could be faked, man. I don't know. I'm just showing you what's in the video. So please go watch it for yourself and you discern. But he pulls out what looks like an old family Bible, and it's written down in the date like something 1966. So this is like it's back in 1966 that of this Bible here. And he reads, I think this is Matthew 9:17. Okay, and he reads the verse here, neither do men put new wine into old bottles, else the bottles break. Okay, and he reads more and more. He's got the finger in the way. I just play it for you, but it runs all choppy. So he says, I always remember it being wineskins. And in fact, back in those days, all those years ago, they didn't have bottles, they had wineskins. So what he does to prove it is he shows this other book. He pulls this other book out, which is, this Bible reference book. So he's got this Find It Fast Bible reference book. And so then what he does is he goes to the same verse, and this thing wanted to black out whenever I paused it. So then he goes to the same Matthew 9:17 verse, and what's it say? Old wineskins. Nor do people put new wine into old wineskins, or else the wineskins break. But if you go into the Bible now, it says put the new wine into old bottles, else the bottles break. So it really looks like it's been changed, and looks like the guy has caught it. But like I said, this could all be fake, this could all be phony, but the books look real, and I don't know how this guy could go about doing it, but I wanted to get your opinion and see because I know there are a lot of people out there that know this Bible back to front. And I've seen a lot of people, I've been reading a lot of comments and watching a lot of videos of people saying they know for a fact that it was lion with the lamb, not wolf with the lamb. But I don't know about that, but all I can say is this is a good catch by this gentleman here, and it does look indeed like it's been changed. And I'll tell you something, man. I don't care what anybody says. I used to read these cussing books all day, every day. It was Bernstein Bears, not Bernstein Bears. I don't care what anybody says. I do not care. And I know it was Sex in the City, not Sex and the City. And I know Field of Dreams, if you build it, they will come. Not if you build it, he will come. It's all been changed. I don't care what anybody says. And I'm sorry, and I'm not saying I'm right about this one, because these could be two different timelines, two different realities merging into one, which is what I think is happening anyway. That's what the whole World Trade Center thing was. One of the things that the World Trade Center represented was two realities being merged into one, because two towers went down and one came up. And that thing is in the shape of a tuning fork, so you're talking about tuning two realities into one with CERN, concerns of Bell, and all this. We've been over this 1,000 times, but I clearly remember it being Interview with the Vampire, not Interview with a Vampire. I clearly remember that. I went to the movies and saw that when it came out. I had the VHS. I saw that movie 1,000 times. The whole Star Wars thing, Luke, I am your father, or no, I am your father. I don't know Star Wars that well, so I'm not sure about that one. The depends thing. If you look at the adult diapers, now they say depend. But I could have swore they said depends, and I'll tell you why. I used to stock those things. Well, I still stock those things. And I feel like that's changed real recently. There's a movie called Biodome, an awful, I love it though, it's really stupid, but it's funny. It's a movie called Biodome with Pauly Shore and Stephen Baldwin. And there is a line in that movie where there's this piece of shit, unemployed character, like the stepdad of one of their girlfriends, like I think it's Pauly Shore's girlfriend, and the dude just lays on the couch all day and he gets drunk and watches TV. There's a line in that movie where he said the only emergency or something, the only problem he's having is that he's running out of, what does he say? Depends, with an S. But now the box, and apparently has always been called Depend. So I'm kind of getting a little off topic. Well, not really. I mean, we're all talking about the same thing. But I just wanted to show this one to go with the lion and the lamb thing because I thought this was a pretty interesting catch and I wanted to see what everybody else thought about it out there. The movie Dark City, they talk about how they mess with people's memory because that's what the movie is about them implanting memories every night. And they talk about these beings. They're all dressed in satin black and they're real creepy looking characters. And they go around and they implant memories into people. And they talk about how they mess with people's memories to get with the soul, to get to the soul. And they don't talk about how that works at all, about how messing with memories leads to the soul. There's no talk about that whatsoever. And I'm just saying, I just find that interesting because I don't know what else would be the reasoning behind doing this. You know, they're either trying to recreate a soul and hijack it, or they're trying to stomp it out altogether. It's probably a little bit of both. But anyway, I wanted to just pass this along and see what y'all think. So this link will be below. It just came out May 17th. Check it out. I thought this was a pretty killer video. Thanks to everybody again for watching.